guess I got kids, which a lot of the guys have kids, but I don't know. I just want to get in holiday spirits.
I love it. Ty said the first half of this game was pretty nasty. Offensively, the defense kept you in it. Where did that game turn? How were you able to, Kawhi struggled shooting as well. How were you guys able to turn that tide and win this game?
I thought, honestly, we just stayed with it. We were getting great looks. Shots just weren't falling first half. We continued to be aggressive. I thought we didn't panic. Our defense was holding us up, so it really wasn't a need to panic. At some point, we got great shot makers and playmakers. Just rely on, at some point, we'll find a rhythm.
PG, this is the third straight home game to start the season. You guys have had a 20-point lead going to the fourth. Is there like an added emphasis? I know you guys said you want to take the regular season seriously, but is there just an added emphasis of home games we have to take it even more seriously than kind of what's happened in the past?
I think just credit to our fan base. Credit to our fan base. We here at Clipper Nation, and it's on us to come out and play hard and control what we control when we step in between those lines. So, we just play with great energy. A lot of that comes from Russ, and just trickles all the way down.
And Pete, in that third quarter, there was a time where you knocked down a big three, looked at Ty Lue, like, I got this. Was that something that you put the team on your shoulders, knowing that you guys were struggling and your all-star teammate and Kawhi struggling, like, I got this tonight, guys?
Yeah. I had a rhythm. I had a good flow at that point in the second half. That was more so him wanting to call up a screen, get an action going. But I don't like, low clock. I don't like screens coming up, doubles happen. At that point, let me play him 1-on-1 on top, and me versus him.
Yo, P, wanted to ask you about, your counters. When you feel like your counters got the way it did and you have this reverse snatch, you lose defenders on that every time when you get downhill. Just talk about the reverse snatch too as well.
Yeah, I broke it down on that clip with Jabari. More so just, when you get a defender going and they're leaning and, it's a race to a spot, they beat me to that spot. I kind of can get a feel based off of their momentum and just being able to stop on a dime, I guess, which creates space for me. I know a lot of people say I push off. It's really not a push off. It's just, good breaks. I think just the ability to win the race to a spot and stop on a dime creates that space for me.
Why you feel like people say it's a push off? Because you keep your shoulder in tucked in. You don't ever really extend it. It just looks like it because you get contact with it too as well.
Absolutely. And I teach it to a lot of guys, a lot of young guys. It's more so the shoulder. Dropping the shoulder. That's what creates the separation. It's not even the elbow. It's just me dropping my shoulder down, which creates the space. And then I just take the space that I created and step back from it.
Paul, I remember this time last year, season opener, you guys played the Lakers. Russ missed every shot, played hard, but missed every shot. And you still noticed his joy wasn't there. Obviously, that February, you advocated for him to be here. He's still here. What was it about his time with the Lakers that you saw that the player was still there, even if the performance, the numbers weren't quite matching up, the narrative wasn't quite matching up?
He just did it. He just did it in Washington. No one was saying none of this when he was in Washington. And he goes to the Lakers and completely, he's done, he's this, he's washed, he's, just all these narratives started to float around. And he literally just was the same player that he is with us, with Washington. He had a great stretch and stint in Houston right after Oklahoma. And so I just knew he still had it. Like that was still in him. But being on his side and his teammate in Oklahoma, I just the way he plays the game is just it's in his comfort zone. And I saw he just wasn't comfortable when he was with the Lakers. You could just see it on him, that there's so many battles he was fighting. And so, I was the first to defend him. I knew that wasn't the finished product of what Russ is. I knew he had a lot more basketball in him, and I knew he could help us. That's the reason I was the first to stick my neck out and vouch for him, because I knew he could help us.
That's good.